If you've been scrolling through endless range options, reading spec sheets, watching a dozen unboxing videos, and still feel stuck wondering which stove actually fits your kitchen and your cooking style, this review is here to clear that up. I've spent the last few weeks testing the Forno Galiano full electric 30-inch French door freestanding range in a real family kitchen, swapping it in for my older gas unit, and taking note of the moments that matter, like the first time a frozen pizza comes out crisp without a separate countertop fryer. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the kind of kitchen this appliance is built for. It's a 30-inch freestanding unit, so you'll need the standard width opening and enough floor space for the depth of a conventional range, roughly 30 inches deep, plus a little room for the vent. The French door layout means you get two side-by-side oven doors that open wider than a single door, which is a genuine convenience if you regularly bake multiple trays at once, like a holiday turkey and a sheet pan of vegetables. The cooktop is a ceramic glass surface with 4 radiant elements. They look sleek, heat up quickly, and stay flat, which makes moving pans around effortless. On top of that, the range ships with an air fryer kit that slots onto the oven floor, turning the convection space into a dedicated fryer without the oil mess. Who should consider this model? If you're a home cook who likes to juggle several dishes at once, say, a batch of cookies while a casserole bakes, then finish the night with air-fried chicken wings, the dual-door oven and built-in air fryer kit makes sense. It also appeals to people who prefer electric cooking because they don't have a gas line or they've already invested in an electric panel that can handle the 240-volt draw. The stainless steel finish is neutral enough to blend into modern or transitional kitchen designs, so aesthetics won't be a deal-breaker either. Who might want to skip it? If you're a serious professional-level chef who relies on high BTU gas burners for precise flame control, the radiant elements, while adequate for everyday meals, won't give you the same instant heat modulation you get from gas. Likewise, if you live in a very small apartment where the range footprint would dominate the kitchen, a slide-in or a compact countertop unit would be a smarter use of space. Finally, if you're counting on a deep-draw oven for large roasts, think a 20-pound prime rib. The 4.32 cubic foot interior may feel cramped after a few uses. Now, let's dig into the practical strengths that showed up during my week-long trial. The first thing I noticed was how evenly the radiant elements distribute heat across the glass surface. I cooked a classic French omelette on the middle element, and the temperature stayed consistent from the edge to the center, which meant the edges didn't overcook while the middle was still runny. That kind of uniformity is a real time saver because you don't have to keep the pan moving as you would on a spot-type coil element. The convection oven, paired with the air fryer insert, delivered a surprisingly crisp texture on frozen foods. I loaded a bag of French fries, set the air fryer to 400°F, and in about 18 minutes they were golden and crunchy without any added oil. The same oven also handled a full-size sheet pan of roasted vegetables nicely. The fan circulation gave that caramelized edge you usually only see in a dedicated countertop air fryer. The dual doors made it simple to pull out the bottom rack for checking the fries while the top door stayed open for the veggies, saving me the awkward dance of opening a single massive door and spilling everything. Another practical win is the control layout. The front panel groups the oven temperature, timer, and air fryer settings together, which reduces the learning curve. There's a clear digital readout that updates in real time, so you can see exactly how many minutes are left on the air fryer cycle without having to guess. The knobs for the cooktop are responsive and stay cool to the touch, which is a subtle safety benefit if you have kids running around. On the downside, the radiant elements take a minute or two to reach full temperature after you turn them on. If you're used to a gas burner that pops to high heat instantly, you'll need to plan a little ahead for quick-sort tasks. The range also runs a bit hotter on the oven than some other electric models, which can be a blessing for browning but a curse if you're trying to keep a low, slow bake at 250°F. I found the lower limit to be a little finicky. The oven would occasionally dip a few degrees below the set point before stabilizing, so you may need to use an oven thermometer for the most precise low heat cooking. Another subtle trade-off is the air fryer kit itself. It fits snugly into the oven floor, but the insert reduces the usable oven height by about an inch. That means tall casserole dishes or large Dutch ovens may need to be positioned on the